go by logic. But I want to bring in Ghanshyam Tiwari as well. Mr. Tiwari, I can ask you the same question. The investigation is still on. What business does a Samajwadi Party leader have to do Facebook Lives with a victim? You are outrightly politicizing the issue, sir.
Well, let us set the foundation right here. Politicizing in face of a government that has been draconian, that started its campaign in 2017 on Shamshan and Kabristan. That just yesterday there was a news that a teen who had been jailed for 6 months on fake charges of love jihad and similar charges, that jails journalists such as Siddiqui Kappan and cannot prove for many months its own charges. We are facing a state that is known for its terror. That is, its chief minister symbolizes the terror of the state.
Madam, can we go one by one? Please go one by one.
Its chief minister symbolizes the terror of the state, and it is in just ways to instill fear in civil society, in journalists, in minorities. The state has not covered itself in glory by saying the truth. The police has not covered itself in glory by saying the truth whenever a weaker section is involved, whether it is the Hathras ki beti or whether any other case is concerned. This is a BJP that made a man who lynched a police inspector a part of a prime minister's program. So they take pride in demonstrating their solidarity with those who lynch.
So, sir, therefore you get a free pass. Therefore you get a free pass to play administrator there. Then you are the one who's going to play the police. You are the one who's going to play the jury. You are the one who's going to politicize an issue. You're doing it?
No, Samajwadi Party is not interested in politicizing it. What we are interested in, as the ethos of our party, is every time such a terror model is implemented by statecraft, by a leader like Adityanath, known for such models, came to politics on such platforms. Every time they do it, we have to stand with those who are oppressed. That is what we want to do. That's what we have aspired to do.
No. The fact is we don't know. An investigation still is in order. I want to bring in Aadil Singh Boparai, whose colleague has now also been booked by the UP police, Shama Mohammed. Adil, would you also not suggest that at this point of time, everyone, especially something as sensitive as a case of what we've seen, should have shown restraint, especially political parties, especially even members of the Congress?
Niti, to report a hate crime is not a crime. The BJP has an uneasy relationship with truth, and you know that better than anybody else in this panel because you crisscrossed Uttar Pradesh during the second wave of the pandemic. You covered the pitiable state of the hospitals, and you had the BJP spin masters point blankly and categorically denying. This is a government which believes in strangulating the truth.
Adil, I also went to Punjab. I had similar stories to report. That is not the point, but yes, move on.
We can discuss Punjab on a later day since you're discussing UP and the BJP's uneasy relationship with truth. Similarly, a member of your fraternity, Sulabh Srivastav, who had picked up cudgels against the liquor mafia, he dies, mysteriously dies. His wife alleges this to be murder. The UP government says this is an accident. So this is the track record of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, since you put this question even to Mr. Tiwari, and let me volunteer to answer this question, when your voters or people of your country or your state come to you and they believe that justice is being denied to them, then it is incumbent on your part to raise your voice as representatives of the people. So if X leader or Y leader or Z leader or X outlet or Y outlet or Z outlet reports a story and reports a version of the victim, I see nothing wrong. And for the BJP's understanding, and let me give her an insight into criminal procedure, when a victim makes a statement, the police is duty-bound to reduce it into an FIR. The veracity will be judged in the course of the investigation, which culminates into a charge sheet. And finally, the truth and the lies will be determined by the court. Let me give you another instance, because it's the BJP. Just 2 days back, there were student activists who were labeled as terrorists, Preeti. They were labeled as secessionists, as enemies of the state. What did the court say? The court said this is utter buncombe. The Bharatiya Janata Party believes in suppressing the truth. There is a sense of anxiety amongst the BJP to suppress the truth. But unfortunately, they're not realizing that these are all citizens of our country.
All right, I want to go back to Niti. I want to go back to Niti Jain, because this debate